Hey everybody, it's Tarina. How are you guys today? Oh my gosh. I was having trouble getting on, so hopefully I'm here. Let me see if I'm live. You guys, I'm over in the Crafty Bunch. It is Crafter's Choice Monday, and I have a fun project. I haven't been home. I'll have to explain to you guys, but if you're here, make sure you click that share button, and make sure if you're over on if you're not over on Crafty Bunch, you guys, I'm so tired today. If you're not over on Crafty Bunch, that you go over to Crafty Bunch. The link is in my description, and you follow. And today is a fun event. Before me was my friend Dory at Prairie Scraps. After me is Brenda at oh gosh, I had it down, and just, oh gosh, you guys, I'm telling you, what a day. It's totally, totally together. I forget that together, totally together creating with Brenda. And Brenda's awesome. Hi, Julie. How are you? Oh, you are. What are you making? Tell me what you're making. Today, we're going to work on a fun project. I'm excited actually about it. Sometimes I don't, you guys, I have been away. I have been away for like a couple of weeks. Our son and daughter-in-law, they had a baby a week early. So I really wasn't ready. I wasn't ready, altogether ready. And we had just gotten back from Utah after our other son and daughter-in-law had their baby. So in fact, today is Oakley's 1 month birthday. Not that it's her birthday, but you guys, I need a drink. It is one of those days. And I don't know what is up. What is up with my bot? You guys, I fixed it like 4 times. I have no idea. In California right now. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, Joe. So really quick, I haven't been live in I don't know. We had a baby, and then we went on vacation, and then we had a baby. You guys, it's been crazy. And so I've done some projects, but I haven't really gone live a lot. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going live. I'm so excited about this. I'm actually think I'm going live Wednesday and then Sunday, I believe. But we're trying to help out our boys that have the new babies, because, after you have a new baby, my grandma always came and stayed with me. So I'm actually just really excited about just sitting down and crafting and making a fun project. And if you guys are over on the Crafty Bunch, make sure you go and follow all of the crafters today. I've been kind of listening to them in my ear, and then I have my phone going all the time. It's Monday, and it's kind of a little earlier here. So, okay, so I'm going to show you it's my club project. So we get an exclusive transfer every month. And this is Words Matter, Speak Kind Words to Yourself. So I've been working on a playroom for our grandchildren. I haven't had a playroom since my boys were little. When we moved back to California, we had a playroom. That was in 2001. In fact, it was right before 9/11. Today is 9/11, and I've been thinking about that all day today. But we had just moved back to California, and I had a playroom then for my boys. But when we moved out to where we live now, we didn't have a playroom anymore because they were grown-ups. Not grown-ups, but they were grown boys, and they were teenagers. They didn't need playrooms anymore. So all the toys and books all went packed away. And so I told my husband I was going to change our downstairs bedroom, which is kind of like a storage place / guest room. I was going to change that into a playroom and guest room. So I've been working on that all weekend. And so I thought this would be a really pretty one. Words matter. I want like positive, like signs and stuff in there. we do a lot of reading with our grandkids. And so this was a good one. I have a couple more signs I'm going to make. But words matter, and it has a little cutout. So I'm going to be doing that. Hi, Miss Amy. How are you? Thanks so much again. So I wanted to tell you again, I have 2 new I don't know where my scissors are. I took some stuff with me on my trip, and now I can't find. I tried putting everything back, and I can't find my scissors. Who knows? Who knows what I did with them? So I'll use what I got. We did have 2 new grandbabies. We had a little boy and a little girl. And our little girl, she is 1 month old today, and our little boy is 1 week today. He was born 3 weeks after our little girl. So Oakley and Kyle, 2 different states, 2 different kids, had kids. So we're very excited. Hi, Miss Penny. Thanks so much for being here. And again, I'm so sorry, you guys. Let me point you guys down. So again, we're going to just do the sign. I'm going to try to do like a little bit of a watercolor technique. These are the colors I'm using. Moss, eggshell blue. No, this was last month's color of the month, which is nominee, but you could use whatever color you want. There is gold shimmer. This is Sunset Drive. You can use whatever colors. These are kind of the colors that we're using in the playroom. Kind of like not really rainbow colors, but kind of like muted, not pastel and not primary. So kind of like in betweens. And we don't really want pink. We don't really want blue, but we want like a mixture of all colors. So this is kind of what we're going for. All right. So let me point you guys down. And I hope, oops, let me see if I could do this. Hopefully you guys can see okay. Let me grab out. So because it's a brand new transfer, I'm going to use a fuzz cloth to fuzz my transfer. I hope you guys can see this okay. I'm going to use a fuzz cloth. Our transfers are super sticky. And so when, hi, Miss Dory, how are you? That's who was on before me. So make sure if you guys didn't watch it, you go over to the Crafty Bunch and you could see Dory's replay. And again, remember, Totally Together Creating with Brenda is after me. She's super cute. You guys need to go and watch her live after me. If you're already on Crafty Bunch, all you have to do is hit refresh. Okay. So I'm going to, let's see. So I fuzz the transfer so that, it is, you kind of destickify just a teeny bit. And you could totally use just one word, or one color. You don't have to be all fancy. I'm going to be fancy. Okay. So I'm going to use just white. And I'm going to kind of I don't know if I want to do that. I don't think I want to do that. I can change my mind, you guys. I can change my mind. That's my prerogative, right? We can always change our mind. Okay, so I think what I want to do is, because some of these are like solid, I don't want to watercolor those. So I have an idea. I have a better idea. So what we're going to do is we are going to just do, no. How does that work? How does this work? Oh, is this matters? Oh, that's matters. Sorry. Hot mess express today, you guys. So I'm going to I'm going to center the transfer on the cutout. I like that you can kind of see through our transfers. So you can center them better. Look at that. That's so pretty. Okay, so I am going to use Nominee. Again, you could use whatever color you want. I just love this gold color. So I'm going to use, and I'm using one of our tools. This is called a multi-tool. And it's like half the size of a mini squeegee. I love it. All right. So I'll have to post on my page what we're doing. Now that we have 5 grandchildren, and yesterday, by the way, was Grandparents' Day, and a lot of schools are celebrating Grandparents' Day today or over last weekend. Sorry, not last weekend, last week. I remember my grandma she lived close by to us, and she would always go with to my boys' school. It was super cute. I have tons of pictures in their scrapbook of my grandma at Grandparents' Day. It was super fun. Anyway, so I am excited to redo a room just for the boys. We got a bunk bed. Again, we have everybody coming for Thanksgiving, and I'm grateful my house is big enough to hold everybody. But now that we have all these babies, we need a little bit better setup for the guy or for our sons and their wives. And so we put up bunk beds in one of the rooms this weekend, and just, gosh, we're making the playroom. That's super fun. Okay, I'm going to just pull this up and reveal it and let this sit aside. Oh, isn't that pretty? Look at that, how pretty that is. I love this color. It is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so this goes to, let's see, this is words. Nope. Do I have it backwards? I've got to figure this out. Oh, there we go. That's better. And it is nice that I can kind of see through the transfer so you can center it better. That's fabulous. And this transfer is available, but it's exclusive to designers and club members. So if you're interested and you have any questions, just put club in the comments and I can help you. And make sure that if you're watching on the replay, you put hashtag replay. Make sure you go over to Crafty Bunch because I'm in their event today. I'm so excited. I love all my Crafty Bunch friends. And I'm excited to see, like I said, I've been watching everybody's projects today. It's kind of nice. Mondays are always really nice because you just get to make something that you've been needing to make or wanting to make, more your style. Not really themed, and that's what I like about. I love Mondays are my favorite events to be in because sometimes it's just nice to craft for yourself. There's no theme involved. Although I love the themes too, don't get me wrong, because then it gives me a direction. I'm a little ADD, just FYI. I proved that point earlier today, or yesterday. So let's see. I have until 2:15 my time. I'm on the West Coast. I'm on the West Coast in California. And I started to say this. So my hair is like crazy, like it's sweaty, yet we don't normally have humidity, and it's humid. They said that there's like 30% chance of rain. Our hurricane, our so-called hurricane that we had a few weeks ago, that was nothing more than a little rainstorm. And I mean, some places got flooded, don't get me wrong, but we've had worse rainstorms in our area. But honestly, there's a storm off the coast right now of California that looks worse than the hurricane. And I think it is actually a hurricane right now, but it'll probably end up being a tropical storm like the last one. Okay, we're going to pull this up. It's pretty. I really do love this gold. What do you think? That's pretty. Okay, I'm going to set that aside to dry. And now I'm going to lay this down. And I'm okay if like the gold gets on the board because it's going to be covered up anyway. All right, I'll move this guy. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Yeah, Julie, I love Nominee. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. And so I also chose this this surface. This is a Couture reusable surface, but I put it in my own frame. So I'm excited to use these. I love our metal boards. It's also magnetic. Oh, do I love it like that? I think I do. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, I had to look at it. Right? Okay, I'm telling you, Dory, I thought so too. And honestly, I feel like I need more room having grandchildren. I don't remember needing this much room when my kids were little. So I don't know. I'm going to be using moss and eggshell. The eggshell blue is kind of like a greeny blue, and I like that. These are detail tools. I can't see what people are commenting, so let me go here real fast so I can see. There we go. I need to make sure I can see what you guys are saying. Okay, so I'm gonna just start, and basically this is called paste and pull, and you just do a little section. And then you pull up just like that, and then lay it back down. It's just so that the paste isn't dry in the screen. The paste will come up once, like if I wanted to redo this and I didn't like it anymore, and I wanted to redecorate or whatever, I could totally change it. And Dory actually did an example of this. She's doing some signs for her son Ben's wedding, and so she redid some. She's redoing some banners. So same concept as that. Is once you're done and you don't want that anymore, you can actually go back and just wash it off. Same concept. I thought that was a really good example of it. And so I'm kind of mixing the moss and the eggshell just kind of together, just so it like blends together, almost like a hot mess, but not really hot mess. Hot mess is like a technique. And it's where you just add a couple colors together. And then we'll go back in and do a little bit of watercoloring. Okay, come back over here. So I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope today is good for you. Like I said, we're just kind of working around the house. It's pretty. Okay, so let me add in. So I wanted to do, I love this Sunset Drive. I love the colors. I love this color. It's not really pink and it's not really orange. I did order we have a trundle bed in that room. Like I said, there's a Murphy bed and a trundle bed. And so essentially the trundle would be for like a small person, like a grandkid or something. And I did order this cute quilt. It has a little fox and some bears on it. I'm excited to see what that's going to look like in there. And I actually might come back. Hi, Amy. How are you? Yeah, I love the greens. I love the different color greens in that. I might actually add, when I go back and do some watercoloring, I might add like maybe a peony. I don't know. I know that's more pink. But I just don't want it to look too solid, I guess, is my point. You guys can see that. Again, this is just paste and pull. This, what this does is it allows me to use multiple colors in my design, and it won't, the paste won't dry in the screen. If it dries in the screen, it could pull up and it won't stay on my board. Like I said, I've had, my husband's going to pull down. We have like boxes of books. We told my boys that we're going to pull down the boxes of books, and they're like, "Oh, are you getting this book?" I'm like, "Oh, yay. I was a good mom. I did read to my children." So I'm like, yeah, I kept all of those books. Did you keep, I mean, if you're a mom, did you keep all the books that your kids had? We kept some toys that were the boys that were special to them. Oh, thanks so much, Christy. I appreciate it. Let's see, what am I doing? Okay, got this. This all kind of like blends together, like Grandparents' Day and what we're doing, becoming grandparents again. We have 5 little grandkids, and our oldest being 10, he's not really into toys, but we've always had toys for him. But we have, they are 10, 5, 2, and then the 2 newborn babies. But I just remember growing up, and my grandma kept like books that my mom had, my mom and my aunt had, and like she kept my mom's dolls and the furniture that went with the dolls, and just all the things. I just remember playing with the things that my mom and my aunt did, and how special that was to me. And then I had boys. And now I have grandsons, and now we have 4 grandsons and 1 little granddaughter. So I did buy a couple princess books, not projecting, but I'm not projecting, but I am. I'm thinking being the first girl in a family, I mean, we've never had girls. I came from all sisters. So I love this. I'm loving this color. What do you think? I love that her mommy puts her in bows. I mean, she's a couple weeks old. She's 4 weeks old. So, let me see. So it's not like she has a choice yet what she wears. So I'm thinking she's going to be a bit of a princess, but we keep kind of teasing because she's got really long arms and she flails them around. And so we're like, oh yeah, she's going to be a goalkeeper. because her daddy was a soccer goalkeeper, and so was her uncle, and they all played football. Actually, two of her uncles were goalkeepers in soccer. We were a soccer family. I grew up with soccer, so we just kind of teased. Yep, she's gonna be fierce. She's gonna be a fierce princess. Chrissy, I'm telling you, see, it was very like when I was having a boy, I was excited. I was having a boy because again, it was a different experience. But then on the flip side, I had a second boy, and I'm like, ooh, okay, am I ever gonna get a girl? And then I got pregnant with a third boy, and I'm like, okay, wait, what? And then I got pregnant with Trevor, and I was like, okay, honestly, growing up, I love my sisters very much. I love my sisters like to the ends of the earth. But gosh, girls are freaking drama. We were so drama. We're always fighting. Not that the boys didn't fight, but the boys tend to punch it out and then they're over it. We always kind of said, they could pick on each other, but don't dare anybody else pick on one of the brothers, because you'd have three brothers behind them. And we raised the brothers kind of, we collectively call the boys the brothers. We raised the brothers like that because we wanted them to stick up for each other. And like a band of brothers, right? So it was very different. But we still played soccer growing up. I think I want to do these white. I think I'm going to do this white so that it pops out. Hello, friends. How are you? I always love the people who say, That's funny. I turned my son's favorite toys into Christmas ornaments, so he had a collection. So, Amy, that's a really good thing to bring up. So, my grandma, one of my grandmas, again, it's this whole thing about grandparents and tradition. Like today or this weekend has just been about it seems to be about grandkids and family and tradition and stuff. Well, my grandma, one of my grandmas, she started when we were brand new. Like we got our first ornament from my grandma, and every year each of us got our own ornament. And so when she passed away, my mom carried on that tradition to us. And then when we got old enough, I did that with my children. So each year I have a family ornament, and we tend to go places. We tend to travel a lot now. And okay, I'm gonna just pull this up so you guys can see this. Isn't that pretty? And that's really gonna pop out with the words on the wood. So I started that same tradition with my boys. So when they got married, they had at least 20 something ornaments that they could put on their tree. Because I remember when I moved out, I had my ornaments, which was awesome. And I felt like I had something to put on my tree, and that was a tradition. And I really appreciated that my grandmother did that for us. So my boys, my youngest son is the only one that's not married, and so he has not received his box of ornaments yet. But they still do. I still get my grandkids an ornament every year, and I do get my kids an ornament every year, unless they decide that they want to not have that. We do jammies and ornaments. So similar, but I love your idea of giving, you know, turning things into ornaments so that your son had something. I love that. Something else I thought about doing is like they had like favorite outfits. I've seen this. I was going to take a couple of my mom and her husband's shirts and things and make ornaments out of them for our family. I thought that was a really good idea too. I saw that. I think that was a Pinterest idea I saw. How am I doing on time? How am I doing? I've got 15 minutes. I think I'm going to be good. So I did all the pink. Now let's do some moss, moss. And but I always try to do something like creative as far as ornaments, family ornaments every year. Something that's meaningful. I do try to make a lot of the ornaments that I give the kids, not necessarily the grandkids, or we pick a theme. A lot of times we'll pick a theme for the year. My boys liked specific things. Like we love NASCAR. And so growing up, the boys had their racer, you know, and so one year everybody got NASCAR ornaments and in their favorite racer. Disney. A lot of times we do Disney, especially if we go on trips to Disney. Well, we go to Disneyland all the time, but when we go to Disney World or we take trips to like a Disney cruise, we've done ornaments there based on where we've gone. Again, I'm just pasting and pulling so that it doesn't dry in the screen. And I'm just alternating the eggshell blue, which kind of is a greeny blue, and moss. And I'm trying to see all of the, let me see, I'm missing some comments. My girls were tomboyish. They all hunted and, oh, that's so cool. Penny, remind me, how many kids did you have? I know you had the 4 girls. How many, did you just have one boy or did you have a couple boys? And yeah, so, I mean, it's kind of funny. My dad didn't have any sons, but he had a lot of grandsons. That's for sure. I missed a line right here. So I had the 4, and my sister that is right under me, she had 3 boys, and she's got a load of grandkids. I think she's 9, 10, 11. I don't know. She's a lot of grandkids. In fact, one of her granddaughter's birthday was yesterday. Let's see, 5 kids, only 1 boy. So it's good that the girls, like to do the things that he liked to do too. That's nice. I have a friend, her son, he was outnumbered as well, like that. And they were a very theatrical family, which was, I mean, honestly, that was so fun. And we did, our boys were very well-rounded. They did choir, and they did, what else did they do? Band. They all play a musical instrument, at least one musical instrument. And then, I'm going to reveal all of this. Ta-da. Ooh, I missed a spot. That's okay. We're going to come back and we're going to, oh, I don't have wipes. Band and soccer and football and baseball. We did it all, you guys. We did it all. Okay. So I've got a few minutes left. So what I'm going to do is remind you guys, make sure you guys go over to the Crafty Bunch and you can watch all the fun crafters today. And let me get that peony real fast. Actually, I think I'm going to do a Couture Coral, which is kind of like a corally pink color. I'm going to put a little bit of water in my tray. And let's start at the top. And just kind of fill in. After me is my friend Brenda at Totally Terrific, Totally Together Creating with Brenda. And just make sure that you go over and check her out. She's cute. I love her stuff. So I'm just kind of filling in that how the outline, and I might add just a little bit of white in the middle. And if you guys don't follow the Crafty Bunch, make sure you guys go in there and follow, because then you won't miss any of our events. We go live several times a week, Sunday, Monday, and Wednesdays, and sometimes some pop-ups. I'm going to actually be gone for the next pop-up. I'm really sad. Although I don't drink coffee. That's a fun theme. A lot of people do drink coffee. And so there's a coffee pop-up later this month. I'm going to actually miss it. I'm going to be in Arizona with our new grandbaby. So again, I'm watering down some paste. If you get it too wet, you can always come back with a little rag and kind of like dab it. You don't want to rub it because you'll reconstitute the paste and you'll wash it off. You don't want to do that. So I'm trying to just dab it. Okay. And then come back just like in the center a little bit of each flower, just to kind of give it a little bit of a center of that flower look. And then because it's watered down a little bit, it gives it that watercolor feel. Okay, let me come in here a little bit. I'm missing something. Outdoors, you can't fish, hunt, so kids group that way. In-laws got both of our daughters 1-inch pearls. Oh, wow, that's really cool. So by the time they were older, then they had 18 inches of pearls. That's really beautiful. So I'm just kind of like putting that center and then dragging out. So do you see that? Okay. So I'm just going to continue going around. I just remember growing up, my grandma every Christmas would not only get us she would do ornaments, but she would also do Christmas dresses, and then we'd go have pictures taken, and it was very important to her. And I just don't think she had a ton of pictures growing up. So as we grew up, she wanted pictures. That was very important to my grandma. And I think that kind of rubbed off because, I ended up being a photographer. And so pictures are extremely important to me as well. I really do want to give this more of a painterly watercolor look. Oops. Ouch. What do you think? And again, you guys, I totally apologize. I tried to fix my little bot, but it's still sending messages. I don't understand. I think I'm just going to have to disable it. It basically helps so that it gives messages in case somebody wants information. But if you don't already get notified when I go live, you could follow me or whatever, and it does help get you notified when I go live. So I'm just coming back in here. It's really pretty. What do you guys think so far? Okay, a couple more. Now, what time do we have? 2:09. Yeah, make sure you guys, if you're in the Crafty Bunch, that you go over to Crafty Bunch and you can refresh after me to see Brenda, and you'll see all the next, like after each crafter, you can just refresh and then you'll see the next crafter, which is kind of nice. You're just all in one location. Right. Come back with a little bit of white. I think we might finish this, you guys. I'm so excited. And then I promise I'll take a picture and post it when I'm done. Like I said, Mondays are nice because it's just crafting the way you like to craft, and I really appreciate that. Some days it's just nice to create. All right, I got a mess going on here. Okay, so then I also have, I do have, oops, I don't want on that. I do have magnets that I can use. There we go. So I will attach this with, oh my gosh, you guys, look how pretty that is. When you add the words, it just really makes everything else pop. What do you guys think? I think that's super cool. I do see one place I need to fix really quick. Let me grab a, oh, I do have a wipe already. I must have bumped it. Looks like I stuck my hand in it. Thanks, Joe. Thank you. Thanks, Julie. Thanks, Penny. Yeah, when we were growing up, we played soccer, and because again, my dad didn't have boys. He just had girls, and my sister wanted to play football. They wouldn't let her play football. They said, "Why don't you try girls soccer?" So that's what we did. Let me move this up just a bit. Oh, there we go. Hi. Okay, you guys. So again, I'll put this down on the board. This board's magnetic, and that's another thing that I love about it. And I can just put some magnets on the back side, and then I can stick it on. And then if I want to ever change it out, I can totally change it out. But this is just, it looks so painterly. I love it. I might actually go back into the leaves and do a little watercoloring in there maybe. But I love how it turned. Like if I wanted to just leave it like this, I totally could. And again, if you guys are watching today, make sure you go over to the Crafty Bunch. After me is Brenda with Totally together creating with Brenda. Got it right. I thought mine was a tongue twister. And she's darling, and I just love her. And you can watch all the other crafters in today's event. I hope you guys have a great day. This has been Tarina with Create with Tree. That's me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.